great beasts come, death on the horn. Oh, the unicorn. I am Pan on flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks. Through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rave, and I rip, and I rend. Everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, man. In the might of Pan.
Unveiling of the company of heaven. Every man and every woman. Help me, O warrior, lord of thieves. In my body, my secret center, my heart, and my tongue. Behold, let's worship them, the calves. Behold, my light shed over you. Let my servants be few and secret. They shall rule the many and the Lord. These are fools that men adore. Their gods and their men are fools. Come forth, O children, under the stars, and take your fill of love. I am above you, and in you my ecstasy is in yours. My joy is to see your joy above the gem that as your is, the naked splendor of new age. Thrill with these some lust of the light, oh man, my man.
But these guys know what a fucking IQ test is. These group statistics are not transferable to individuals. So I don't know why people get so upset about it. So if Ashkenazi Jews have a higher IQ than average or than some other group, it doesn't mean that individuals from that other group.
Look at me, Euro. I'm Ashkenazi. I'm retarded.
Do you think that black people, let's say black people for example, do you think blacks are more athletic than the whites?
So I don't know. I haven't seen any statistics on it.
Yes, of
But
course
it
they
was
are.
based off of the common item. But if it were true, it doesn't mean anything.
The more interesting question is, are African Americans in the NBA ADOS, and therefore they were bred from slavery to be superior African Americans? They were genetically bred for strength. It's called slavery. Hello?
I gotta know because
Hey, why can't you be serious? Like,
Serious? Serious?
nothing is serious, but why can't you be?
What a waste of time, dude.
You're
If I want to learn history, I will go to my library and open a fucking book and read a fucking book instead of listening to that fucking the room full of fucking lonely, bored, uneducated, stupid, annoying people.
Dude, you need to be smarter in the way you engage people, because you have...
It's stupid. Another way to basically mock these people.
No, I know, but you totally give in to the troll, which you should let me do and get kicked out. You shouldn't even...
Don't say you're sorry.
You could
Don't say you're sorry. I love how Pepe was like, I used to let you come in my rooms, and for years you came in my rooms, but now I'm going to kick you every time I see you. You're only lucky I don't have the green bean mod. I was like, this is so fucking hilarious and pathetic and lame. Holy shit. The smartest choice is the fast and furious choice. I can't. I figured things out, and the things I figured out are just so much better than these people. This game is. You know what's so funny was that? Let's see what she was making fun of Pepe. That was like the funniest part of the whole show. You sound like my mother.
You have no patience. No, it's your grandmother. Oh, wait. Maybe my grandmother or your mother.
I got patience, but like, I don't know.
Dude, you're hella smart. You should have way more patience because I'm a fucking retard and I get half the shit you do and I can fucking sit and listen. And then that's why, like, for me, how long I can stay on stage, because I normally get kicked in the first 15 minutes. If I can stay on stage for hours, like Beaver and Matt love me, which I do him and me, dude, he's all cripped out. And if you don't you've been stepped on. That's why I said in the chat, I said, I've been cripped up many times, Timothy. I got much respect. That's pretty good, right? And Timothy would take the respect out of that. He would appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad that you're so economically entertained because, you know, if you were spending money like me, aka, the only reason why I have to get a premium account is because of Marshall Rankin. He is the biggest kicker. And I was in a room the other day, and this guy, who's a pretty successful guy, he called Marshall a faggot, loser, retard. And he's like, shut your fucking hole, you fucking faggot, little bitch. I was like, yes! Yeah!
Well, you can't read books all the time. You know, I read a lot of books, and you make fun of a lot of people, but you can't read books all the time, John.
If I was more disciplined, I could.
You can listen to it.
See, this is the interesting thing about reading a book, is that you may be putting it in your subconscious, but consciously, it doesn't really come into play for you almost ever. So, like, if you were to read a quotes book, the greatest quotes of all time, you might be able to pull out just a couple of those quotes from your memory to integrate what we read is completely limited, and our memory is actually very, very weak and pathetic. Meaning that like most people can't even remember 3 variables. So,
But you should be able to.
but what I'm saying is when I read books,
You want to hear the last book I tried to read?
what was it? Pepe's History Universe.
No, I'm about to try to finish it in the next few days. I'm going to reread it. Actually, it's real slow. It's called Illusion.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Science. Did I get a laugh out of you? A reluctant science. I bet you can't guess what kind of person I got this from.
I don't know, your ex-wife.
And you know what? It's probably good. It's very happy. It shows me much love. It never shows me more love than that shows.
Are you talking about yourself?
Oh no, the guy I got this book from.
Oh, I guess you didn't get my
Did
joke.
you hear the name of the book? It's called Illusion.
Yeah, it's like the history of Jeff. It's the autobiography of Jeffrey Epstein.
No, he did an airplane thing.
You know who got brought down in the Epstein
Oh my gosh,
scandal?
you're right. He did the airplane thing. He's got the whole flight log. Oh my gosh.
Got him again. Do you know who was brought down by the Epstein list?
Which one?
The famous magician. What was his name? I saw him when I was a kid.
Not you.
Oh, David Copperfield.
Copperfield. Yeah.
Anyways, they're shutting down Clubhouse tomorrow at noon. They put a press release out saying they can't afford the AWS bandwidth to support a bunch of free phone calls.
Labor.
No.
It's an overhead the last 3 years. Not making any.
They said that we thought that politically correct with Patty would yield enough valuable data to sell to advertisers. And they thought that Matt Cool's, President Trump House was gonna, pay the bills and they could arbitrage. Yeah, but it's just been proven that.
What about the deep state?
It's the same thing. People with brain
I'm
rot.
locked out of that room. I can't even go in there to listen.
Well, you get my point that you can't keep selling the same people's retarded data because they're not yielding. First of all, these people.
You haven't gone to Pakistan.
You know what? Maybe I'm totally wrong because anybody that can spend 60 hours a week on this app, they must be retired and very wealthy. So this makes sense now. You're a low-income earner because you are on Clown House all day. You clean parking lots. Oh my goodness. Well, Wallace, is there anything you'd like to tell your future self?
Aren't you happy?
What would you like to tell your past self if we had a time machine? What would you go back tell yourself?
That state didn't have shit on you. Why did you laugh?
That was funny.
You act like you're eating that.
Well,
Dude, John, you know what? You were probably the more fascinating person on Clubhouse than me. You're way more fascinating. I smell you step in completely, and you actually encouraged me to do better, which I'm still not surpassed. So I will never buy that many phones. I'll never try that hard. But I know if I do, holy shit, people will never come and watch that.
see, what's amazing is when people say, "Oh my God,
Did you see how many cell phones she has? What if you brought a girl over and the girl said,
It was the pee stain that fucking triggered all this stuff.
I peed myself?
That's what I was saying. You got a pee stain in there. I said, you know what? You ever done yoga? You might pee yourself too.
No, what I was gonna say is that
You know what? Do you hear the roots? I want to really quick share. I made a room for a house called Premium Crackers and Candy. It totally let me make it. And then I got a debate after Roger, right before Roger left. I made a conservative debate title room. So I just want to let you know so that if you ever want to move past this child's bullshit, which I totally agree with, and I don't even want to move past it either. But if we ever do, we can probably do something serious.
no, I moved past it. I mean,
we gotta get
my lack of respect for anybody on this app proves beyond a reasonable doubt that I have moved past this app because the app doesn't even exist. It's just the people on it. It's a conference call. So to even consider this a platform when it's just basically a disconnected, connected conference call of random people, it's not like your profile means anything. You know, my Instagram account got deleted. I had 600 followers, 1,500 posts. I spent many, many years posting videos and photos, writing texts and hashtags and geotag. You know, countless hours went into this Instagram account, John Kitover. It gets deleted. I don't get one phone call, not one text, not one message like, oh, hey, where's your Instagram account? So it's like part enlightenment and awakening has to be the obliteration of illusions.
This time, when I go this time, I'm going to, the spirit I hold inside of me is so much stronger than Clubhouse. Like, Clubhouse. I don't even have to hear it because I just understand. It's almost like.
Well, Wallace, you're a little bit like a faggot retard at the bar who is talking to another faggot retard. And well, what I'm trying to say is, like, when a faggot retard lights up a cigarette, and you know, smoking cigarettes can cause cancer, and that faggot retard looks at you and he's like, "Don't ruin my fucking experience, you faggot retard." You see what I'm saying? Like, you're a guy on Clubhouse. You know how many times I've heard people. You know how many times I've heard people come on Clubhouse and say, oh, "I'm back, but I haven't used the app in like 30 days, like a month. I took a break, like 2 months, but I am back." And you're like, well, I'm getting ready to actually start filming Clubhouse again with anonymous accounts onto multiple YouTube accounts because some of these rooms, like, they really are unstoppable. They will go all day, every day, and they never end. There's like 4 primary rooms. One is politically correct. The second one is Bitcoin, the Bitcoin room with Bitcoin retards. And then the third one is Andrew R's like God Talk crew. Those guys are just, I mean, it's like when you listen to it, and if you were to zoom out on what you're listening to, you are completely listening to people debate definitions. That's all they're doing. They just run in the morning for like an hour or two, and that's it. I used to mock them. Oh my God! Did you know a woman died on this app 2 days ago?
Very short.
In Gary Bumgarden's room, he was talking about her. He's like,
that's right.
And I was like, dude, she sounded healthy. How the fuck did she just croak?
Meryl.
Yeah, Meryl. And I'm like, maybe he's just saying she's not welcome on the show anymore.
I always, I did speak out when she was in her room. I always told her, please don't block me. I don't like you. But she was very opinionated.
She was accusing Trump of being a pedophile one day, and I went in there. I was like, "How dare you? How dare you accuse our glorious president of being a pedo?" And she was like, "I don't fuck." She was like, "I am not fucking sick." She went ballistic on me.
John, do you appreciate how I turned liberal?
What'd you say?
Do you appreciate how I turned liberal?
I appreciate it. Got nothing to do with it. I'm ready to end this conference call, bro. Great for you. You don't have to say I'm sorry.
No, I'm just asking you to turn liberal the same way.
Liberal, progressive. See, there's just nothing new under the sun. Democrat is nothing new, but the 1950s and 60s. I have a Democrat National Committee handbook from the 1960s, and all this LGBTQ, CRT, DEI, BLM stuff. None of that is Forrest Gump is like your average man today. Like, even though he was basically retarded, but he wasn't autistic, he wasn't Down syndrome, he was just Forrest, which is a fictional character. But when you look at his actions, and then you look at his relationship with the Miss Blondie, you know, and she's like waving goodbye to him and shit, and he's just like, bye-bye. Like, it's like the video of it's like. Well, anyways, Wallace, if you could go back in time and remind yourself something, you know, what would you tell yourself 10 years ago? Why don't I just clone your fucking account? Because I'd get kicked. I love going in there and saying, you know, you guys are all just brain rotted, hypnotized. Nathan Art Project. Well, well, I don't know if you. Oh, he's out of here. He's gone. Goner.
Come careering out of the night of death.
Me too. I just got back, so enlighten me. These gentlemen hosts, so I don't know, the conversation was very messy. It was going back and forth like several thousands of years between like the out of Africa theory and then people trying to attribute like out of Africa hypothesis. Yeah. Not theory. We don't want to say theory, that would be wrong. Okay, hypothesis. So I think someone was basically positing the idea that the out of Africa hypothesis is sort of some kind of weird left-wing, like anti-European rights idea.
Actually, no, I didn't say that.
No, that's kind of the suggesting. That was like the kind of vibe that Bieber was getting.
No, Beaver.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out. He's picking up. It's kind of your hypothesis is so antiquated because they don't even believe that it just originated in one spot. They actually believe there was an evolution. Even the out of Africa theory is about to a pan-African, out of Africa theory, which means that they believe that several sectors of Africa, even if you're going to follow that logic, evolved at the same time into what we have today. So, like the idea that you're going back to this antiquated one when most of those that actually claim that have moved on from it now are saying it's a pan-African, which is giving credence to like, well, if multiple species evolved in pan-Africa, then wouldn't it surmise it to be that we could have had a pan-global achievement?
Surmise it, maybe, sir.
Research is going into it.
You have to look at evolution.
Hold on, before I let you go. you sign up and you get $100, man. Like, it's legit. Go, appreciate y'all. We get back to the combo.
With regards to evolution, you have to consider that evolution is actually an antisocial behavior because the socialists.
Okay, so making this quite right, that
Oh, I apologize for interrupting you. Just go ahead and put me in the queue. But confirm I exist if you wouldn't. Oh. I'm gonna be
rolling this package with phones and parts and nymphs and satyrs. 4-night boards on a milk white ash. Come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo and bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis, silk and shard, and wash thy white, thy beautiful card. In the moon of the woods on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount, at the purple of passionate prayer. In the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles and eyes of blue to watch thy oneness weeping through the tangled growth and yardless bowl of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body embrace. Come over the sea. Devil or God, to me, to me, to me, to me. Come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. Am I not right? I who wait and write and wrestle with air that had no balls to miss. So my body weary of empty glass, strong as a lion, sharp as an axe. Come, oh come, from the loneliness of the first the sword through the galling fetter. I'll devour, I'll beget her. Run through to stir me or steal me. Oh, let it fill me so that thy life is in me. And its red flame is as a sword in my hand to push thy order there. Is a secret door that I shall soffran tun, of Ketover and of the fool. I am my Devan, woman to the prophet of Kafna I press now out my breast I beat, by waist and neck I weave my spell. Show thy star splendor on it, bid me within thine house to dwell. O winged snake of light and heat, how might with me proudly fill days. O winged snake of light and heat, how might with me proudly fill days. Is as a sword in my hand to push thy order here. It's a secret door that I shall make to establish thy reign over quarters. These are the adorations, as thou hast written, the light is mine. It rests consumed. Pen to pen, thrill with listen, lust of the light, O man, my man of the night, of come over the sea, from Sicily and from Italy, roaming as Bacchus with fauns and pards and nymphs and satyrs, for thy guides, on a milk white ass come over the sea to me, to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and faithfulness. Come with Artemis silken shod, and wash thy white, thy beautiful God, in the moon of the woods on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount. Dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in eyes of blue, to watch thy wantonness weeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea, devil or God, to me, my man, my man. Come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. Am I not right? I who wait and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no boughs to nestle, like body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an asp. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildom. Through the sword, through the galling fetter, I'll devour, I'll begetter. To pan through with this lust of a lie. Oh man, my man, come careering out at night. Oh, panty, oh, panty, oh, panty, bridal dress, shapeless and pie finesse. Come with Artemis, silken shawls, and lost thy white thigh, beautiful God in the moon of the woods, on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount. Dip the purple passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in eyes of blue, to watch sky once a mist sweeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bow of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come on and see, and call me, 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 and call me. Come on and see, devil of God, to me, to me. My man, come with trumpets sounding shrill. All the hill, come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. Am I not right by who waits and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no bows to nestle my body, weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion, sharp as an aspen. Come, oh, come, I am none with the lonely lust of devil dumb. Thrust the sword through the galling feather, all devourer, all begetter. Shops act the motoring laws, Sunday suffocation, the censorship. They won't trust us to cross the roads at will. Fascism is like communism, and dishonest into the bargain. The dictator suppress all art, literature, theater, music, news that does not meet their requirements. Yet the world only moves by the light of genius. The herd will be destroyed in mass. The establishment of the law of the Libra is the only way to preserve individual liberty and to assure the future of the race. In the words of the famous paradox of the Pontificates, the absolute rule of the state shall be a function of the absolute liberty of each in the world. All men and women are invited to cooperate with the master Therian in this great war. Democracy dawners. Ferocious fascism, cackling communism, equally frauds, cavort crazily all over the globe. They are hemming us in. They are abortive births of the child, the new Aeon of Horus. Liberty more in the womb of time. Evolution makes its changes by anti-socialistic ways. The abnormal man who foresees the trend of the times and adapts circumsentently is laughed at, persecuted, often destroyed by the herd. But he and his heirs, when the crisis comes, are survivors. Above us today hangs a danger, never yet paralleled in history. We suppress the individual in more and more ways. We think in terms of the herd. War no longer kills soldiers. It kills all indiscriminately. Every new measure of the most democratic and autocratic governments is communistic in essence. It is all restriction. We are all treated as Dora. She bends in ecstasy to kiss the secret orders of her deed. The winged globe, the starry blue, are mine, of love soon. 15 now ye shall know that the chosen priestess of infinite space is the prince priest, the beast, and in his woman called the scarlet woman is all power given. They shall gather my children into their fold. They shall bring the glory of the stars into the hearts of men. 16, for he is ever the sun, and she a moon. That to him is the winged secret flame, and to her the stooping starlight. 17, but ye are not so chosen. 18 burn upon their brows a splendorous serpent. 19 o'er azure-lidded woman bend upon them. 20, the key of the rituals is in the secret word which I have given unto him. With God and Yang I am nothing. They do not see me. They are as upon the earth. I and my Lord. Now, therefore, I am known to ye by my name, knew it, and to him by a secret name, which I will give him when at last he knows me. The skies of another woman shall awake the last, and worship over the snake another soul of God and beast shall mingle in the globed priest. Another sacrifice shall stain the tomb. Another king shall reign, and blessing no longer be poured to the hawk-headed mystical Lord. 35 the half of the word of Pharaoh, called Hypocrite and Rahur-Kut. 36 then said the prophet unto the God. 37 I adore thee in the song. I am the Lord of trees and I. He inspires for finger of men. But he unveils the vacant sky. It's a slain of the consumed. His words are true. I invoke, I breathe. My presence or our words. Unity, eternal sure. I adore the might of thy breath, supreme and terrible God, who maintains the The darkness recedes as the light shines more brightly. Until the last we find ourselves upon the height to which we now aspire.
10.
The Wheel of Fortune. Rotation is the keyword assigned to the Wheel of Fortune. This is closely related to such ideas as spinning, circulation, rolling, whirling, wheeling, etc. Of the root substance of the universe, which occultists call the limitless light. Differentiations of this primary motion, because all changes in form or quality on every plane. The title refers to the attribution to this key of the pair of opposites, wealth and poverty. The rewarding intelligence is attributed to it, and the planet Jupiter, which is called in astrology the Great of Fortune, and is stated to have tremendous influence for prosperity and all benefits when well placed in a horoscope. Are the cherubs mentioned in Ezekiel and Revelation? They represent the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. The wheel itself is the symbol of the whole cycle of cosmic expression, whose movement suggests vibration, represents the evolution of the cosmic radiant energy, or full hat into matter. The jackal-headed homonymous represents the evolution of consciousness from lower forms to higher. Finally, the Sphinx typifies the real self of man. I finished its evolution entire in this cycle of manifestation. 11. Justice. This key is the center of the tarot pack. It stands for equilibrium, balance, etc., symbolized by the title and the scales. These also symbolize the Hindu doctrine of karma, which literally means action or work. It manifests itself in the form of a law of undeviating justice. This doctrine is expressed in the Judeo-Christian dictum, as a man soweth, so shall he also reap. In physics it is stated that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It is the entire appearance of cause-effect. The 2 curtains, suggesting duality, represent balance by their symmetrical arrangement. The throne repeats the pillar and veils symbolism of key 2. The circle and square on the front of the crown refer to the movement of spirit within material forms. The sword represents discrimination, which is closely allied to the idea of justice. Is the agency through which all of the forces represented by keys 1 to 10 are transferred to the manifesting powers represented by keys 12 to 21. This cryptic statement deserves a great deal of thought upon your part. You will be well rewarded for your effort. Thrill with the some lust of light, oh man, my man, Eopan, 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 come over the sea, from Sicily and from Arcady, Rollins, Bacchus, the farms moving parts and innocent silence. For that cards on a milk white ass. Come over the sea to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis silk and shard, and wash thy white, thy beautiful garden. Moon of the woods on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount, at the purple of passionate prayer, in a crimson shrine the scarlet snare, the soul that startles and eyes of blue to watch thy oneness weeping through the tangled growth in your light bowl of the living tree that is spirit and soul and body and brain. Come over the sea. Devil,
lured her to her death by sending an Uber an hour and a half or more. I don't know. Short ride.
He said it was like an hour between his house and hers, like a little over an hour.
Yeah, with no traffic, because she was
Right.
at 11 o'clock at night. And how is your daughter leaving the house at 11 o'clock at night?
Well, they knew.
And it's like, oh,
Because people be letting their kids do hella ground.
Yeah, they got Uber Teen.
You won't want to be part of like organization, like for like thing.
For two, you don't need a little reason for that. If you don't like it, then go across somewhere else. I mean, that's your problem, not ours.
Yeah. So recently, I go by history, right? I've been studying it out, and in my studies, everything's pointing to me that the Eastern Orthodox Church is the original church. You know, the one that the Catholic Church branched out of. So that's
Those knowledge and premiums, and then they're sitting there and refuse to pay out on the claims for the insurance that your employer went to an entity and said, please put us with a sub carrier, and you can't deal with them, you can't figure out how to get the money back to pay for the claims, so then you have to do E&O reports, you have to get E&O liability involved, and you have to do FBI and a whole bunch of other entities to go after these groups, and you can almost never catch them because they're often Legos.
Yeah, for a smaller amount, nobody go after. Nobody fucking go after. For like 20, 30, 40.
How long does it take for the FBI to actually track? I mean, given the studies, given the precedents, how long does it take for FBI to actually track down a leader of the scam and bring him to justice?
There's been stuff like 60 Minutes has done stories, where they've gone into India, into some of these places.
Like,
No,
if
I
it
mean,
takes a year, 2 years, if it takes 10 years, then forget about it. You get out the money.
No, it depends how big the scam is, though.
A lot are out of Russia. I mean,
Like a
a
small
lot out of
amounts,
Russia.
nobody go after those small amounts. Nobody.
There's a guy that works for NASA, a genius, young guy. He quit and he does YouTube. He has his own YouTube channel, and like he would uncover the scamming and he would help the FBI. But he's
awesome. Yeah.
You know the porch pirate where the people would come and take your Amazon package?
Yeah.
He made dummy packages and put like glitter bombs and fart spray and cameras.
Yeah.
And they were very satisfying to watch when people would steal it open enough to get shit all over.
The Russians are very good at, for a long time, they were doing automobile scams. So basically they would, but they didn't.
Those size businesses and stuff, they lock their computers down. And, they say you have to pay us, 10,000 Bitcoin for us to unlock your.
Like you get that message.
Yeah, I get it. It's crazy to try to. They made a movie about it too. What was the movie called? Jason Statham was in it.
Oh, the Bee movie?
Beekeeper.
Yeah, Beekeeper.
Bro, the amount of fraud that I see in Glendale is on another fucking level, bro.
Oh yeah, Glendale, yeah. Armenians, bro.
And it's like blatant too, to the point where it's like, it's just obvious that the Russian mafia is over there and the Armenians are over there doing what they do. You drive your car over there, you're bound to get in an accident.
It gets to a point where anybody asks you about insurance, they're like, hey man, are you Armenian?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, the car insurance in Glendale is much higher than everywhere else in California. In just one city.
But for Robin, in Phoenix, like when you go to like 19th Avenue, like that legitimate businesses, and they run some of the really great restaurants there too. You know.
You know what?
It's also because there's cameras now, like these fake accidents that they would have. Now there's, you know what?
Abby, they're smarter than that. You know what they do? They bring 6, 7 cars. They block the freeway. They block each lane, right? They put the both 2 drivers in 2 cars that they want to create the accident with. They create the accident. The freeway is slowed down, right? They put the actual owner of the car in the vehicle when the accident happens, when the professional drivers do their job. Then they clear the freeway and then they call the fucking whatever, insurance, police.
That's right.
It's like a movie. Motherfuckers do it like fucking fast.
Every single day.
How do you close the
The voice fraud is the most scary one because you can never catch them. Like, you know, you got AI. Like, I can, right now, you can just clone anybody's voice. Very easy. You could just take the recording of this clubhouse right here, and I can clone every single person's voice, and then I can have like one of you guys calling up, like you know, your mom saying, "Hey, I'm in jail, I need money," you know, and then somebody wrote in the bottom there, it's the older people that are really being fucking, you know, screwed over by this.
Well, Monica's voice would be perfect to use for alternative currency.
Oh my
Someone
God.
asked, like, how do you close the loophole for, like, insurance fraud, for car insurance fraud? In my opinion, there's no way you really can, because it's like, you don't know if this person, like, really got into a serious accident.
That's why the insurance keep going up in California.
Exactly.
Armenians are fucking.
What's the app? It's called
Yeah, because your zip code is cooked. If you try to go get...
Yeah, our insurance is higher, only because
100%.
I don't know that, honestly. I lived in Phoenix, and they run some of the most legitimate restaurants there, so.
No, this isn't in
Epidemic there, bro.
This isn't in Phoenix. It's in here in LA.
good business people. They're good.
They are good business people, though. They are.
Yeah, they do their business from money laundering.
Versions like this.
But see, that's what I was wondering. There's no way, like, I will tell you this, man, there's no way. It's too coordinated. Even the authorities know about it. It's just too
They've
coordinated.
definitely mastered it, for sure.
Damn,
I would say the biggest scam was Mendami's today when he doxed almost 1 million New York residents with
Oh,
their
I heard
full names
about this.
and address.
What did he do?
Oh, that's fucked up.
All the people that own 2 homes, like, you know, that live part-time in New
Right,
York.
the penitentiaries.
Yeah, he doxed their names and addresses. And
Wait, how's that legal?
it was 900, over 900,000. It was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Is he legally liable for it?
I imagine he's probably going to face a lot of issues on there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the New York interesting to see what the New York doxing laws are. Someone should just Google whether it's civil or it's
And
criminal.
you know what's crazy? Unfortunate to say that he's gonna get another fucking term because those weirdos that live there don't seem to think that he's a problem.
Not a lot of people came out for that election, you know. It was pretty low turnout. It may not turn his way, you know, if you get a decent turnout.
Was it a special election? I can't remember. It was
Normal.
they just didn't come out for it?
Did you see the
Low turnout.
The protests were pretty big against him just the other weekend. They're growing by the day. Each time there's something going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
and now-
grocery store thing.
Yeah.
You see that? That's
Yeah,
just,
but also
that's
there's
gonna
a lot of dumb fuck living.
And now he all of a sudden thinks he's the federal government and can arrest BB, which is crazy to me.
Has there been any, like,
Yeah.
harm because
I
of the
know.
golf? Any harm?
the doxing. Let me check. Let's see what the laws in New York. What did he do? He did. What you said? He listed their name and the New York address.
And their address, yeah.
Basically saying, hey, everybody, these are all the rich people in New York that you should target. Well, not me, not really, but that's the okay that come with it, you know.
And if anyone thinks that he didn't do that shit, they're delusional.
Right.
Exactly.
No, but has anybody been harmed since then, like, for, you know, any reason?
You don't have to have the harm. You just the act itself. I mean, on that one, but I gotta look at what the New York is.
People call me crazy, and I'm sorry, but I feel like if you weren't born here in our country, you shouldn't be able to run for any, like, political office at all. Like,
I agree.
Anywhere.
I agree.
I don't care, like, what your political, like that. To me, is part of the reason why.
Chaos. It's no longer politics. It's no longer building politics. It's chaos.
That's true.
There's a criminal statute for doxing, but they don't have. A lot of states have. California has doxing as a. Some states have it civil. Let's see if there's something civil there.
So where does that